TV! Brilliant. I'm gonna go and watch them. What the hell? Okay guys, just a quick heads up that certain clips from this video will have been taken out. I've had to delete the previous one because of this. It's the same video, but I've had to delete some clips out of this one. What I will say is though that there is the links in the description to them videos. That's all I really need said. What is it with TV? You have like all these channels, but there's never anything good on. However, there is some things that I definitely think you should watch. So let's start off. At number 10, it's Prehistoric Park. Prehistoric Park is a documentary with a twist. And you're thinking, documentary, that's one of your top 10 TV shows. Right. But Prehistoric Park is about Nigel Marven, who's like one of these zoologist guys. And he sets up his basically own Jurassic Park. Travels back in time and gets dinosaurs. Throughout this, it teaches you about the dinosaurs, as well as setting up this park and getting all this, like, all the drama of setting up a zoo basically with dinosaurs, with traveling back in time, and he puts you into the action. It's a very well made show.
For Nigel, it's the chance he's been waiting for. He sets up the time portal.
You may be able to get 2 dinosaur species for the price of 1. If I can lure the Triceratops through the time portal, come on, and then maybe the T-Rex will follow. Come on! Come on, T-Rex.
At number 9, it is The Inbetweeners. The Inbetweeners is a comedy about a bunch of teenagers growing up, and it's a lot of fun. This TV show, you really enjoy it. You have lots of fun with it. There's never a dull moment in each episode. You always have laughs. It's really very fun TV show that I definitely say that you should watch. At number 8, it's Smallville. Smallville is basically the young Superman. Before he became Superman, he's trying to be good. Throughout the thing, he grows up, he starts to work for the Daily Planet, and all the stuff that you know from Superman. And it's a really enjoyable thing. They have a new take on Superman. They make him very human, but also they're quite good at expressing the fact that he can be alien to the Earth. And that's something that I really do like about the show, as well as all the other action stuff that Superman does. Number 7, this one will probably come as a surprise to you, and that's True Blood. True Blood is, folk could say is like a older Twilight, but it's a lot more than that. Basically the story is this telepath falls in love with a vampire in a world where vampires have came out and said that they're real. And that's what I like about the show. They've came out with a drink to stop vampires from killing people, but you still got vampires that kill people. It's very well thought out, it's very political. Vampires try to fit in, but people don't want them to fit in. They don't like them because they've killed folk. They're not human in a way. And that's why I think this show deserves to be on my top 10. And it's so much fun as well. It's funny, the characters are likeable, and there's so much in this show, and it's definitely worth a watch.
I'm following Godric's orders and getting you out. That's all.
He's your maker, isn't he?
Don't use words you don't understand.
You have a lot of love for him.
Don't use words I don't understand.
So, at number 6, it is Doctor Who. Doctor Who is basically Britain's most famous show. There's nothing that is more famous than this. This show has been running for 50 years, and it is still very fun. The Doctor is a very likeable, very mad character who you just enjoy so much to watch, and just the monsters, it's scary, and that's actually what I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you a clip from an episode that actually creeped me out when the first time I watched it, and you'll see why.
I'm gonna check the back door, you wait here!
Give them the key! Give them what they want! They don't want me! Come behind me! God. Oh, God.
It's locked!
Sammy! Sammy!
At number 5, my favourite comedy of all time, it's Outnumbered. Outnumbered is a very relatable comedy about family life, and it follows mum and dad and their 3 kids as they are trying to raise them, basically. And the 2 kids, the 2 youngest ones, are basically mad, and the older one's like trying to be like this cool, calm kid, but he still gets quite annoyed with it, and it's a lot of fun. Very relatable, very realistic, very likeable characters. It's so much fun. It's definitely worth a watch, this show.
Take your hands off it, right. Come on.
Stranger! Stranger!
Not a stranger, on his
Stranger!
dad. Come on, it's just a thing he does. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben.
Stranger!
He really is his dad.
There isn't much physical resemblance. Come on. Right, I'm going to pick you up.
Stranger!
Come on.
Stranger! Stranger!
Oh,
Stranger!
Ben, it's not funny.
Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben.
I'm not called Ben!
At number 4 is Torchwood. Torchwood is a spin-off from Doctor Who, and it follows a former companion of the Doctor's, Jack Harkness. And he sets up this organisation known as Torchwood, which defends the Earth while the Doctor's not able to help them. And that's what I like about the show. This show's very dark. It's a different take on Doctor Who. This show is extremely dark. It's got everything that Doctor Who could never really have. It has the drugs, it has the swearing, it has unbelievable amount of violence. It is a very dark show, and that's why I like it. It brings out these characters, and it's very character driven. The fact is, it's these characters trying to deal with these aliens, which is why it's so good. I would definitely say give this a watch.
That was your last chance.
Yeah? What are you gonna do about it? If you're the best England's got to offer, then God help you.
I'm Welsh.
At number 3 is Primeval. Prehistoric Park was cancelled because of this show. This show is about creatures coming through doorways in time into the present, and it's about these group of people trying to deal with them. Whether it's just them having to deal with the creatures, to them having to deal with the press and media and whatever else comes their way. It's a very intense show, very likeable characters, so it's very funny. It's definitely worth a watch, this show.
Pick on someone your own size.
This may not be Britain's most famous show, but it's definitely its best, and that is Sherlock. Sherlock is written by the creators of Doctor Who, and follows Sherlock in modern day. It's a different take on it. Dr. Watson is suffering from certain stuff. You've got Sherlock, who's completely mad. And Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch play amazing parts as these two characters. And this is actually the reason why Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman got their roles in the films that they're in this year, because of this show. It's so well written, very intense, very funny, very thrilling, very mysterious. It's different. Even if you're not a fan of Sherlock Holmes, then I would still say check the show out because it's really well acted, very well made, and it could just make you a fan of Sherlock Holmes.
Punch me in the face.
Punch you?
Yes, punch me in the face. Didn't you hear me?
I always hear punch me in the face when you're speaking, but it's usually subtext.
Oh, for God's sakes. Thank you. That was.
Thank you! I think we're done now, John.
You want to remember, Sherlock, I was a soldier. I killed people.
You were a doctor.
I had bad days.
At number 1, The Walking Dead. I love this show so much because it's so character developed, so intense, so much horror of this world. You've still got the murderers, psychopaths, rapists, everything, and they're still there. But the only difference is the dead are walking. So comment below and tell me your top 10 TV shows, your top 100, just your favourite. I just want to know. As always, remember to subscribe to us, and if you'd like us to do an email us at watchthefilms1@gmail.com.